Now, 450 days ago, John began eating primarily raw animal products and posting videos and blogs about his experience on his Instagram page called Raw Meat Experiment. He says that his mental and physical health has improved drastically since starting his journey, and even jokes that he won't stop until bacteria kills him. Take a look.
I've been eating a raw animal-based diet for about a year and a half now. I've probably eaten over like 1,000 pounds of raw meat. I just had a few health problems, cystic acne, some rugged back pain, and chronic fatigue. I tried plant-based for quite a long time, a few years, and that either made the problem stay the same or slowly get worse. I learned how meat can actually be healing for people. After a while of adding that back in, I started to feel better, and I just started craving more raw. I did some research into some studies on how heat can destroy certain nutrients. I was like, well, if I'm paying like $9 a pound for ground beef, then I better get every single nutrient in that thing. I posted a video every day for 200 days in a row. It caught on pretty quick. It's like everyone will buy sushi like at a gas station and say that's safe, but then I eat a big hunk of raw salmon and I'm crazy. It just makes me feel a bit better. The digestion is easy, and there's also just a certain comedy to it. Like, I do think it's a little bit funny as well.
John, how you doing?
Great, thanks for
Really?
having me.
That's hard to watch. Do you actually like the taste of raw animal products?
The videos are a little dramatic, I admit, but yeah, it depends what it is. Like the raw fish and seafood, that's pretty normal and tastes good. And when it comes to like raw beef, it doesn't really have a taste. Like you would expect it to be bad, but unless you like add other stuff to it, like spices, eating it plain is kind of just like eating a salad without dressing, I guess.
What's that?
That right there, that's ground beef in an ice cream cone.
Yeah, and this is chicken breast?
Yeah, that's chicken breast from an Amish farm.
Yeah, my wife won't even handle raw chicken. I have to go get it out of the bag. And
I hear that a lot.
do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah.
Do you kiss her?
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
With that mouth?
Sometimes I need to have a toothbrush in between, yeah, but...
Yeah, okay. Do you worry that you'll influence others to try this and they might get sick? Because you're a bright guy. I've read a lot of your interview and I watched, and you're obviously intelligent, you're articulate, you express yourself well, so you're no dummy. So you have to know that there's bacteria and all different kinds of problems with eating raw.
Yeah, so basically I think it all comes down to the quality of the food. I named the page Raw Meat Experiment, hoping that people see experiment and are like, he's testing this on himself, he's not telling us to do it. So I try to repeat many times that you don't have to do this to be healthy. It's working for me at this time. So I think a lot of like the sickness in bacteria and stuff like that, I think it's coming from like the factory farmed animals, because they're just in conditions that they would never be in nature. So I think if you're sticking to like really high quality stuff and sort of understand what you're doing, you're gonna be
Well,
mostly
that's
fine.
what you think, but there's science that contradicts that, and I don't really care what you think, I care what you know, and what you know is that there's bacteria in there, and when you get to like 160, 180 degrees, it kills that. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.